Hapana, wajini hiyo. Sasa. Sasa, itosha. Tosha vijana. Fellow citizens, thank you for keeping the flames of freedom alive in our country. Thank you also for standing with me in the many years of struggle to liberate Kenya. Thank you for the battles you have fought together. The journey has been long, but I have not fought alone or felt lonely. We have fought together. But allow me to take this very special moment to convey my very personal and deep gratitude to my family and the entire Odinga family for their enduring spirit in difficult, upsetting and tragic times. Through the times, they have kept powering through and lived up to the Jaramogi Oginga Odinga's mantra that freedom has a price. I also want to thank my fellow compatriots in the struggle. Thank you for keeping the faith. Thank you for fighting the good fight. I wish especially to thank the strongest human being known to me, Her Excellency, Dr. Aida Betty Anyanga Odinga, the pillar of our family and the secret weapon to our combined strength. Aida is the mother of our 4 children, Fidel Odinga, Rosemary Akeyo, Raila Jr., and Winnie Imgad Chogo. The 4 are all different in character, but are all endowed with the strength of their mother, Aida. Every time they put me behind the bars in the 80s, they thought they'd stop the fight for Kenya, only for them to meet an even more relentless fighter in the person of Madam Aida Odinga, a fighter as determined as only a mother can be for her children. Nothing can stop the power of a good woman fighting shoulder with shoulder with an engineer. However, in this election, Mama Aida Odinga's children are you, the people of Kenya. Fellow Kenyans, by voting in our next deputy president, Madam Martha Wangari Karua, you will have a complete army to fight for you and our country. Martha is a freedom fighter. She stood for the right of the people of Kenya. She had paid a price for it. She has stood straight even at the times of great difficulties. That is something you won't find on the other side. There are neither fighters nor fighting spirit on the other side. There is no known fight to make Kenya a better place that will be led by the people on the other side. The fighters for a better Kenya are on this side. Wako hapa Kasarani leo. Fellow Kenyans, Wangari and Amolo are not simply running to win an election. We are running to make Kenya a first-class global democracy and an economy. We are running to build a Kenya of hope and opportunity. A Kenya not of 45 individual tribes, but one big Kenyan tribe. My dear Kenyans, I am here today to declare a celebration, but also sound a battle cry. As Christians hymnals tell us, the long dark night is almost gone, and the morning soon will break. We are on the verge of a great victory. I, Raila Odinga, have seen Canaan, the land of milk and honey, the land of no woman cry. I have seen the promised land, the land of the redemption song.
Minutes after day to generation, from the bottomless pit, but my hand was made strong by the hand of the Almighty. We forward in this generation, triumphantly. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? Is all I ever have. Redemption songs.
All of the new followers have to be at their polling stations by 6 a.m. and cast their vote. August 9th marked the 7th multi-party election in Kenya. Historically, the number 7 is a symbol of completion and a new beginning. God rested on the 7th day after completing his work. Joshua went around the wall of Jericho 7 times for the wall to fall and pave way for a new beginning. Pilgrims to Mecca walk around Al-Kaaba 7 times to achieve a healing and reconciliation with Allah. On the 7th multi-party election on Tuesday, we will mark the year of completion and new beginnings. I must remind you also that we started this struggle on Sabasaba Day, the 7th day of the 7th month of 1990. On that day, we declared that the walls of dictatorship must fall, the walls of corruption must fall, and the walls of impunity, injustice, and exclusion must fall. On Tuesday, we complete what we started on Sabasaba Day, and Destiny has appointed the 7th multi-party election at the date of this completion. My dear Kenyans, the question we face today is, who has a safe pair of hands to complete what we started on Sabasaba Day? Whose hands will dismantle the bandit economy of corruption? In whose hands are your families safe? When you look at your children, who do you feel will really make sure that you have the ability to give them the best that they deserve? Who do you feel will ensure the unity of the country no matter the election results? Is it the man who shook the hand of his bitter rival and brought the national reconciliation and healing, or the hand of the warmonger who is a deviant and a convicted thief? Which hand will you try to deliver the social protection for the poor? The Auditor General tells us that 8 billion shillings, I repeat, the Auditor General tells us that 800 billion shillings is stolen every year through corruption. 800 billion shillings is twice the economy of 2 of our neighbors in the East African community. Who do you feel is best qualified to dismantle this cartel of thieves? Dear Kenyans, people have asked us how we will give 6,000 shillings to poor families. Hello? People have asked us how we will give 6,000 shillings to poor families. But that is the wrong question. The question we should be asking is how a few corrupt people got to be paid 800 billion shillings every year from our budget. How did the government afford this? How did these people con us? If you could afford to pay 800 billion to con men, you can afford to pay a mere 6,000 shillings to known and real Kenyans struggling with life. What these families need is a direct injection from government. These families need direct government funds to feed their children. So, in the first 100 days, my government will begin paying 6,000 shillings to families living below the poverty line. Hello? And we will not stop until they reach a place where they can feed their children without our help. This is what we are calling Social Protection Program. Fellow Kenyans, as you go to the ballot on Tuesday, I want you to know that we as a country are at inflection point. Either something very good will happen or something terrible will happen. You have a choice of the promised land, but the land of bondage is also within sight. The Pharaoh is refusing to let our people go. We left the land of bondage on Sabasaba Day in 1990. On that day we declared this: let my people go. Today I repeat the same declaration: let my people go. Free them from bondage of thieves, free them from the bondage of liars, and free them from the chain links of corruption. Dear Kenyans, we are soon entering Canaan, and there are few rules we will have to observe. In Canaan, we must embrace reconciliation. We cannot get to Canaan, a divided nation that is half bitter and half happy. In my government, there will be no revenge. I pledge to be the president of all. I have made this decision because I did not choose my liberation cause. The liberation cause chose me. And when I was tempted to run away from it, the cause always found me. This is why I always found a place in my heart to reconcile. I shook the hand of Mr. Daniel Torotich Arap Moi in March 2002, or President Mwai Kibaki in February 2008, and of my brother President Uhuru Kenyatta in March 2018. And at this stage, I want to pay tribute to President Uhuru Kenyatta for showing statesmanship and embracing dialogue and agreeing to work together for the betterment of our country. I want to assure Kenyans that we will continue with this handshake doctrine, the doctrine of unclenching the fist for the sake of Kenya. I will shake the hand of my rivals and pay the political price if I have to. I will shake the hand if I win, and I will shake their hand if I don't. And I will do it because I love Kenya more than I love Raila Amolo Odinga. Dear Kenyans, the election is a mere 3 days away. Make arrangement to vote on the 9th. Let us vote early. Let us win early. I need the vote of each and every one of you. Listen to me now. Choose your president yourself. Peace be with you all. God bless you. God bless this election. God bless this, our land and nation. Asanteni sana.